2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Chicago Bulls. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. And great, when you take a glance at these teams, they love attacking in transition. I think we're going to see baseline-to-baseline basketball.
Oh, absolutely. For me, the difference maker will be which team can slow the other down. I think that's who wins this game ultimately.
Now here's Boozer. Rondo with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Allen. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Out left to the wing. Rondo finds Allen. And here's Garnett. He's covered by Boozer. 6 to shoot. Perkins trying to break loose. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
You know, KG's an insanely long player, and that length allows him to bait defenders into contact and to finish through it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
A free throw good from Kevin Garnett.
Really hard not to respect the tremendous impact Garnett has on both ends of the floor. He plays with tremendous intensity in all situations and never gives you less than 100% effort.
Now here's Rose. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. Boozer a screen on Rondo. The rebound by Garnett. We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to talk earlier with Boston's head coach. His #1 goal is to prevent D. Rose from taking over. He said he's seen games where the guy has beaten teams all by himself. Coach said if you can force the ball out of his hands and make others make plays, you have a shot. But it's tough to do. Back over to you.
Thanks so much, David. Back to Rondo. Down low, and slammed in by Perkins.
In the pick and roll, Rondo is a maestro, knows exactly how to move defenders and create the passing angle he wants.
Rondo against Rose. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Rondo. Allen up top, guarded by Korver. Rondo against Rose. Rondo, no good. Bulls trail by 5. Pierce with the steal. Pass to Perkins. Over Dang. Perkins with the bucket. Perkins got his second basket. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Yep, it counts.
And Rose proving already to be a relentless competitor, excellent at finding ways to finish inside.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. O'Neal's check in for Boston. Davis comes in for Kevin Garnett. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Boozer. Brewer comes in for Luol Deng. Keith Bogans, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Watson in for Rose. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, outside, Pierce. Pass to Davis. Outside, Pierce. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Noah. In transition, here come the Bulls. Brewer passes to Noah. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And this is where Noah makes his presence felt down low in the paint.
Pierce up top, covered by Brewer. Outside, Pierce. And the layup's good off the glass.
Pierce can be deadly when he's this close. Such an efficient finisher at the rim.
Watson kicks to Brewer. To the inside. Here's Gibson. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
You've got to go up stronger than that, or he's going to turn you away.
Pierce could.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Watson. Still yet to score. Pass to Brewer. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Gibson. Good, and a nice assist from Noah.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Celtics lead by 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Now Bogans following the three-point attempt by Pierce. There's the drive. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Outside Robinson, pass to Pierce. And here's O'Neal. Shoots over Bogans, and there's Shaq. That's good on the assist by Pierce. Shaq's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics. Here's Gibson. He's guarded by Davis. Gibson looking it over. Now Boozer, defended by Shaq. Shoots over Shaq. Knocks it down from 7 feet. Boozer's got his first bucket of the night. Clark, you know, these guys are still, kind of putting some feelers out on the season. When can you really tell what kind of team you have?
Well, I think the first test really comes when you're playing away from home, on the road. Good teams distinguish themselves by winning on the road. It gives you confidence when you can get wins there. The next thing is how you play against the best teams in the league.
Here's Watson. Ray Allen picking up that last basket. And so now the timeout taken by Tom Thibodeau. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Some changes for Boston. Perkins is checked in for O'Neal. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Nate Robinson. The Bulls also changing it up. Noah comes in for Taj Gibson. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Keith Bogans. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Watson dishes to Rose. Outside Boozer. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Rose. Over Allen. Rose, no good.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Allen outside. Back to Rondo. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Boozer. Bulls trail by 7. Now Rose. Boozer a screen on Allen. At the elbow, Boozer. No good there. Great D that time from Davis. Pierce. And he can't bank that one in. Bulls have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Boozer a screen on Rondo. Watson the pass to Boozer.
2 minutes.
High post try. And again, no good by Chicago. Celtics leading by 7. Rondo passes to Pierce. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Rose with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They are coming into this having notched to win against the Knicks in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with them. Checked in for Boston. Chicago also making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Boozer. Dang comes in for Ronnie Brewer. And it's Korver in for C.J. Watson. Pierce against Dang. And 1:01 left to play here in the second quarter. Pierce the pass to Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. Over Rose. Not enough on that one as it misses.
A little ambitious on that possession. Trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
left side, Korver. Here's Gibson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Gibson's got his second bucket of the night.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And here's Rose. Here he goes. Over Rondo. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Boston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Nice game. Great performance by Paul Pierce.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Greg, a record 84 international players on the league's opening day roster. That's amazing. The game keeps growing.
And it's great for the sport, right? For every country represented, that's more potential fans able to follow and root on their countrymen doing big things in the NBA.
The Celtics need to get a shot off. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Knocked away. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Korver. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Bulls.
And the front line carrying the load offensively. They always say reward the big men and credit the guards for getting them the ball and enabling these guys to fill it up.
Left side, Pierce. The shot comes out. Nice D from Dang.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Count it. Good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Rondo. Still without a basket. Pass to Garnett. Stolen by Rose. And even 3-on-3 break. Poked loose. It's stolen by Allen. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. To the paint. Stolen by Noah. Right side Rose. Inside Korver. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
And far from just a perimeter shooter, Korver is also skilled at scoring inside.
Now here's Garnett. Pass to Allen. Upside Rondo. Right side Pierce. Just 3 to shoot. On deep. Rondo can't get it to go.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Fires, high post. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Rose.
3 for 3 this half. Nothing to complain about with that.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. The Bulls in second.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Out to the right wing. Rondo kicks to Perkins. Pass to Pierce. 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time.
Whoa, Garnett playing well above the rim.
Kevin Garnett's teammates trust him to throw it down. That's why they lob it his way with confidence.
And so now the timeout taken by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Brewers checked in for Kyle Korver.
And with the moment, let's check the stats for Perkins. Last season's performance for him, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And you pointed out his ranking as the second best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could become #1 this time around. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And Noah with the slam.
And this is how aggressive Noah can be. When he senses an opportunity to finish it, he goes for it.
Garnett outside. Pierce down low. He's covered by Dan. Just 5 to shoot. There's the 3. The shot by Pierce, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Perkins against Rose. On the wing, Brewer. Ball's knocked loose. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Paul Pierce.
And the story of the game for him has really been, I mean, he's tried to get things going, but for whatever reason, between the defense and just his rhythm tonight, the touch just hasn't been there.
Shaq is checked in for the Celtics. Robinson comes in for Rajon Rondo. The Bulls also changing it up. Omer Asher, he's checked in for Noah. Gibson comes in for Carlos Boozer. And it's Bogans in for Luol Deng.
Not backing up or backing down. Pierce knows he's got to keep going after his shot when the defense is trying to be tight on it.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
And he makes the first.
You know, in so many ways, Paul Pierce is just remarkable. I mean, his skill level is so high. I mean, He can outsmart defenders and really has the mechanics to score the ball from anywhere.
Glenn Davis is checked in for Garnett. The Bulls also changing it up. Thomas comes in for Omer Asik. And it's Watson in for Derrick Rose. Pierce hits 2.
When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
Bulls trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Thomas. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Pass to Allen. Right side Robinson. Davis setting the pick for Robinson. Over Watson. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Hogan's passes to Watson. For the tie. No good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Celtics out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Bogans. Gibson with the screen on Allen. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Davis. Brewer with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Gibson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Monday, the Denver Nuggets come to town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Thursday, it'll be the Golden State Warriors coming into town.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
And it's tied up with that one.
And you know, with some players, it's more than just the numbers. He provides things for this team that don't always show up in a stat sheet.
Davis dishes to Pierce. O'Neal sets the screen for Pierce. Stolen by Boozer. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Brewer. And it goes down 2 points. Brewer's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bulls. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Checking in for Davis. And the Bulls making a change also. Rose is checked in. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thank you, David. Allen outside. Robinson for three. Boozer with the rebound. Boozer's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bogan and the powerful one-handed slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Back to Garnett. Good, and Pierce gets the assist. And it's 7 points for Kevin Garnett.
Nice pass by Pierce. He has a complete game.
Boozer a screen on Robinson. Outside Boozer. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Boozer's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Bulls.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside, Pierce. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Off the glass.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
It's time for some defense right now, fans.
Some changes for Boston. Perkins comes in for O'Neal. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Robinson. Then for the Bulls, Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gibson. Dang comes in for Ronnie Brewer. And it's Korver in for Keith Bogans. Celtics trail by 6. Perkins with a screen on deck. It's Pierce with the drive.
Big shot from Pierce. This is the guy they turn to when they need a bucket.
Korver against Allen. The floater. Ah, it's good.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Dang against Pierce. Allen outside. Here's Garnett. Shot clock at 5. The shot from 20 does not go. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Rondo against Rose. Off target from outside. Celtics trail by 6. Allen Allen inside, working on Boozer. Oh, and he cannot get the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
From about 16, Garnett pulls it down. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Allen, oh, the touch. Pretty reversal.
One cool customer, Ray Allen, great in these situations.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. So far in the fourth quarter, they belong to 6 points.
Talk about coming up clutch. Korver has so much confidence when taking that shot.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Garnett. Garnett just attacking the rim.
Clutch bucket from Kevin Garnett. He wants the ball in these big-time situations.
Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter and an intentional foul right there.
Third team foul. Belonging to the Bulls. Derrick Rose. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
And already, Rose may be the most athletic point guard in the league. Amazing quickness to go with that leaping ability.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pierce against Dang. Allen, pocket 4. It's good.
Ice water in his veins. The big pressure situation, and it doesn't have any effect on him.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Now a timeout called by Boston. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass to not waste too much time at all.
Ray Allen is on the wing. Lets loose a three. Can't get it to go. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long.